When they mark down all the great ones who have ever coached the game, alongside the Rups and Woodens, add Ron Bradley's name.
I've met a lot of good coaches, but none quite like Coach Bradley. He inspires, and he pulls the best out of the kids, and he really makes them want to achieve.
His career has touched 5 decades, and he has touched countless lives. Doctors, lawyers, teachers, workers, businessmen, and wives.
Life is not easy, and you have to learn that you don't quit and you don't give up when your emotions are at a bottom, that you keep on going because the rewards are there. And that's what I think he instills more than anything.
They were Bradley's boys in Covington. Those were days of glory for the boys in white and blue. 129 the number reached before the streak was through.
The crowds got awesome. We got where we had people waiting outside the school the day before trying to buy tickets. We had to put bars on the windows because we had people who would go down to the football field and get the benches and prop them against the window and climb up 2 stories to get into the gym. The fire marshals came down and monitored our games and all, and it was just hard to believe. You'd have to talk to someone that is there. You couldn't believe that went on. You might have heard it went on in Kentucky, Indiana, but it went on in Covington, Georgia one time.
Far from the lights and cameras, a genius plied his trade. In small gyms, not great arenas, his champions were made.
For a 10-year period there where every one of our players, except for 3, got a college scholarship. Had some outstanding athletes, but we had some better people than athletes.
His first squad at George Walton was decidedly first-rate. With Henderson and Whitsitt, all they did was win the state. Then after taking 2 years off to see the world's great sights, he brought his game to Dublin and jumped back in the fight.
We traveled through Russia, and I went to the Olympics in Korea, and then I'd fly down to San Juan for black bean soup, and I'd fly to Maui, Hawaii to go jogging, and I had those good benefits that an airline employee can give you. But I'm going to tell you what, I don't know anywhere I'd rather be than working with these kids day after day.
Now the boys and girls at Trinity have felt this great man's touch. He's left his mark upon them, and he has taught them much.
One thing that he teaches me, no matter where you look, you're going to find negatives. So you've always got to have your mind on the right track, always being positive and always looking for the best things in life.
And now he's notched 1,000 wins. He ranks with the elite. But winning games will never be Ron Bradley's greatest feat.
Everything that Coach teaches us is geared about life. He calls it the bigger game. Like if we make a mistake, we learn to get up and do it again. Keep going, not quit. Winners don't quit.
The wins, the plaques, the trophies, each nice in its own way, but his real mark is on the people who think of him each day.
I remember one guy was talking how he had failed at 2 or 3 businesses, and because of what he learned through being coached by Coach Bradley to never give up, that he's finally successful.
All those countless hours spent in gyms down through the years, the work, the sweat, the heartaches, the smiles, the laughs, the tears.
He had a player that was named to the All-Star team. He had just graduated from high school and was getting ready to go to Atlanta to practice for the All-Star game. And he had spent all Sunday afternoon, and I thought, I'd rather have him here with me and the children on that Sunday afternoon. And the next week, the boy drowned.
And right after that, they had a funeral in the gymnasium. They had about 2,000 people there and all. And Jan told me, said, I'll never complain again about the amount of time you spend with young people.
We have learned to play 4 quarters, no matter what the score, to take what life may give us and keep coming back for more.
A few years ago, my 2 sons were playing on one of my teams. Their senior year, and we got beat in the state semifinals, and it was a tough loss. I knew it was the last time I would ever coach my sons, and yet I knew I had to get ready. My girls were still alive. My boys were free.
He wasn't only building teams to go out and compete. He was building people. That was his greatest feat.
If they can say, I learned to compete one time, if they can get up, if they can keep on keeping on, when the bills aren't paid, when things are going wrong with the family and all, then they've learned the lessons that old Coach Bradley's trying to sell, that you've got to keep on keeping on, that you've got to get up and compete.